Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have a little bit more PlayStation 5 Pro news over here and kind of a big reminder of what's going on with it. So we're going to talk about this, and especially because we're now seeing the next big wave of when it might actually be properly announced. Now, there's going to be a little bit of like speculation, but as well, it seems like a lot of the speculation that's been ongoing is looking more and more and more confirmed. And as well, we have now seen confirmation, or at least from a lot of big various industry insiders, stating that like the PlayStation 5 Pro was quite literally floating around over at Gamescom, that people actually had a chance to have hands-on with it, kind of somewhat confirmed the specs, and well, at the end of the day, it looks like everything's going pretty good. Like, I'm kind of excited for it, and it does once again seem very, very likely that it will be launching very soon. So let's go and talk about this, and talk about the rumors, and talk about the news. So sit back, relax, enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new, and leave a like, give me your thoughts down below, and I don't know, we have a lot of big games coming out these next few days, so I hope you guys are all excited. I have a lot of, I'll probably do a lot of WoW up on Twitch. You guys want to follow, and we have the Star Wars coming out, so we have a bunch of RAM stuff, so we're going to be checking it out. Also, just hi. Hello, good morning. So first and foremost, we've been seeing a lot of news now. There's been multiple different types of articles, all just kind of pretty much confirming and discussing the fact on the PlayStation 5 Pro basically being a very big and open secret all over here at Gamescom. So if you guys missed Gamescom, that was a very big game conference that happened only a few days ago, and I'm going to kind of maybe go throw a new theory for you guys too as well for the PS5 Pro, and I think you guys can probably see it. So the PS5 Pro was an open secret at Gamescom, basically meaning that there was probably a lot of industry talk. Imagine like you're a big Sony PlayStation figurehead, you're working on these big like next God of War games or whatever, and you're probably just sitting around, floating around, and kind of, you know, just talking to the boys, talking to the lads, talking to everyone out there. And obviously sometimes they even have hands-on consoles. Sometimes there's secret board meetings. It's like a good excuse where you have all these really big AAA games and like these developers and community managers, and they're swinging on by, and they already know they're going to have to get information for their PS5 Pro. And we're all kind of patiently waiting on the edge of our seats to see if it's coming sooner or later. But the existence of the PS5 Pro was long discussed throughout 2024, thanks to various leaks and rumors. We made a lot of videos on it, so thank you guys for watching them in this one too. But the latest state of play that aired in late May didn't actually feature any announcement for the new hardware. With summer drawing to a close soon, some fans wondered whether the more powerful PlayStation 5 iteration has ever been delayed. We still have the confirmation if it is delayed or not, but I do think right now we've had so much news and leaks and information that we pretty much know it's coming very soon. We've also heard, and I've even made a video on it, that production for the PS5 has most likely been ongoing for quite some time, because we've seen all the companies that are involved in the chipsets making things, like making the parts for the console, actually had a huge insurgence of income, basically stemming from consoles. And we also already know that all PS5, Xbox Switches are actually going down in sales. So how else would a console make more money? They're making consoles already. So at this point, apparently the Gamescom in 2024 that's been getting held in Cologne, devs were talking, people were talking, PlayStation was talking. In a recent live stream, the Italian website Multiplayer mentioned that it had heard from a developer now that they had delayed their game due to the upcoming launch of a PlayStation 5 Pro. Can confirm that they heard also something similar from other people from their different types of appointments, basically saying like, hey, we can launch our game like September 15th. But the PS5 Pro is maybe launching, this is just a random insert date, October 5th. So why would we want to release the game September 15th when we could release it October 15th, and then we can maybe also get brand new hype with the PS5 Pro, put really cool PS5 Pro marketing behind it. Like, you kind of have to get the gist of it. Now, I also want to throw an intriguing comment. A lot of people haven't really talked about what potential games you could play for PS5 on the PS5 Pro. A lot of people obviously know the GTA 6. This is a brand new theory, and I wouldn't mind making a quick, like, short on it or a quicker video on it at some point to purely focus on it. But what about Monster Hunter? Now, Monster Hunter World sold phenomenally. Like a lot of sales. Monster Hunter Rise, not as well, but multiple millions. And we're also hearing rumors that the PS5 is actually going to be having issues with basically Monster Hunter Wilds. And of course, it's a very graphically intensive game. And of course, as well, the game itself is big. Like we saw gameplay of it. It was a really good looking game. So what about the PS5 Pro being a launch like kind of title with it? That's a big potential. Like I can actually see PlayStation getting some good sales, and also don't forget Capcom and PlayStation, very good colleagues, Japanese-based games would make actually a lot of sense. Can't keep that in the mind. Like I haven't really heard a lot of people talk about that. So without even them being prodded by all, A developer that I won't name openly said that they had received the specs now of the PS5 Pro and were confident that Unreal Engine 5 would run much better on the new hardware compared to the regular PlayStation 5, which also once again goes back to Monster Hunter Wilds, just better CPU, better GPU, better internals, super sampling, all that good stuff would make the run better. So considering the circumstances revealed by multiplayer, I'm positive this is not the same developer they talked to. Moreover, so basically multiple developers now, allegedly, are now confirming that PS5 Pro is out there being worked on. Moreover, the studio I heard it from is not all even a big one. It's also more intriguing that even smaller studios are having access to this in the first place, which makes it clear the hardware specifications and details are already in the hands of a lot of different game makers. And we've been hearing rumors about this for the past maybe like year and a half or so, give or take. So it just seems like it's like just there. It's like pretty much almost there. And a lot of people now are assuming that it might be getting launched possibly at the Tokyo Game Show. So we had the initial rumors from forever ago that September was going to be like the big date for the PS5 Pro. Now, it could always be delayed. I don't want to get anyone's hopes up because we were just kind of speculating now, but it would make sense. Mainly because it's Tokyo. Think about that. It's in Japan. It is a plate like, Sony's Japanese. And of course, it's the very tail end of September. It's the next big gaming event. We heard initial rumors of it launching in September. And this would also maybe make it in time for still the holiday season. Announce in September, release it like November or October. They've been making the consoles for a while. They most likely will have enough stock. Life should be pretty good. Life should be overall, I think, pretty good, pretty solid. So I actually see potential here. I genuinely do see proper potential here. Like at the end of the day, like it could happen. Now we could still maybe have it delayed though, because once again, although like we're looking at Wilds, that's supposed to be a 2025 release. So I'm not really sure like what kind of game they can launch in tandem with. But if game devs out here are basically talking about the fact that they have these games, they're working on these games and such, like there's gonna be something special with it. And also this kind of a reminder too. So I want to know your thoughts. Like I think it's potential. Like if we already are apparently allegedly making PlayStation consoles, why would they want to sit in it for super long? They already have to send out a bunch of stock from the PlayStation VR 2. They probably don't want to keep on spending storage space on all this stuff. It just isn't a good vibe. They wouldn't like it. And at the same time, too, if all these game devs are talking about it, they're delaying games for it. Like, you don't usually delay a game too often, especially for a console release, unless you know it's pretty much, like, imminent there. So it's pretty much there. Like, I can see it launching way quicker, too. We also did have the PS4 Pro that was announced on September 7th. As well, and then launched November 10th. So in theory, that would still make sense if they've already been making consoles. There's been a lot of rumors around it already. I feel like the turnaround would be a lot quicker. So also don't forget too, there is a 45% performance improvement and basically all the better rendering thanks to a better GPU, which once again, maybe going to Monster Hunter Wilds makes sense. They'd have faster memory, which is also very nice for the operating system and everything else with it, which I would also agree with. Very nice. They also hugely improved the ray tracing architecture, which is a requirement to get like that PS5 Pro staple on like a video game and for marketing as well. So they have a 2 to 3x speed up on average with peaks of also up to 4x. They had custom machine learning architecture too, and I really want to do more of a deep dive research into the PSSR because they're using all that same technology to support the PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, which is all just really nice upscaling and fancy words for AI technology, and I think that right there really is going to be the best part about the PS5 Pro. Slightly better specs is nice, but having built-in AI and machine learning will make the PS6 better and make this console better too as well. They also have Sony's version of the multi-frame super resolution, which is based on the PlayStation machine learning PSML algorithm. So the PSSR is an ML-enhanced version of temporal anti-aliasing upscaling, or the TAL, that requires input similar to NVIDIA's DLSS or AMD's FSR, and also fully supports high dynamic range HDR pipelines. So overall, like, don't forget, this console is going to be decent. It's not going to be the best console known to man. It's not going to be the craziest console known to man, but it will have internal upgrades. It will be running better. I myself am excited for it. I think it'll run very well, and I do think it's going to be probably worth buying. And of course, we don't know if it's still going to be coming out this year or not. We haven't had any official notice from PlayStation, but we've been waiting for a while. And whenever we have it confirmed, I'm going to go and scream because I can't wait, and I can't wait to buy the console itself. So give me your thoughts. Like, do you guys still think it's going to be coming soon? maybe for the Tokyo Game Show or even throughout this year being announced. Do you guys think it's going to be delayed? Let me know, but it's fun to go and see even more news as well. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch room down below. Definitely go and say hi on Twitter and Twitch today, and leave a like and your thoughts down below.